Hello everybody, well, welcome to my updated tarot collection video. In this video I'm going to be showing you all of my tarot decks, and I hope you will enjoy. So this is going to be segment 1 here. So from left to right we have the Rock and Roll Tarot by Vicki Verley. Next one here is the Crystal Visions Tarot. Next to that is the Robin Wood Tarot. This little baby is the Vanessa Tarot. This is the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. This is the Tarot of the Holy Grail. This is the Klimt Tarot. This is the Heindel Tarot. This is the Tarot of the New Vision, and here we have the Goddess Tarot. So I'll go through each one of these and just kind of give you a little overview of all the cards. So the first deck I'm going to start with is the Rock and Roll Tarot by Vicki Verley. I love the backing here. This is a self-published deck. I love Vicki Verley's readings. Vicki is an artist as well as a tarot reader, and she's created a couple of decks, and this is the only one of hers that I have. She has an oracle deck, I believe as well, called the Animal something oracle deck. Anyway, let me show you a few of these cards. They are based on the Rider-Waite system, and this is a great deck for beginners because, as you can see, she has keywords in here that will help you decipher the meaning of the cards. And so while you have the basic kind of Rider-Waite images, you also have these great keywords, and it's very psychedelic, very 60s looking, which I love. Here is the Emperor. Here is the King of Cups. Here is the Tower. And I'm doing this one-handed, by the way, you guys, because I lost my tripod. So yes, wonderful. But, so bear with me while I kind of just show you these. Queen of Swords. And I'm not going to go through too many of the cards because we would be here forever if I did that. There's the Hermit. Four of Wands. So you get the idea. It's a very, very cool deck, and I enjoy using it. The Hangman. So that is the Rock and Roll Tarot by Vicki Verley. The next deck is the Goddess Tarot by Chris Waldhair, and this is a much beloved deck. I know many people love this deck. It shows goddesses from all different pantheons. Here we have the Five of Wands, and it's called Staves in this deck. This is Major Arcana 14 Balance, and the goddess represented here is Yamana. Four of Cups. It's a very feminine deck. Of course, it's got a lot of feminine energy. Here is Major Arcana 9, Contemplation, and Chang-O is the goddess here. Major Arcana 12, Sacrifice, and it's Kuan Yin. Goddess is Kuan Yin. Princess of Swords here, so I guess this would be the page. So for those of you who are really into the various deities, I know you would love this deck. Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. I love that image. This is Major Arcana 2, Wisdom, and the goddess is Sarasvati. So the major arcana are all represented by different goddesses from different pantheons, as I said. Ace of Swords here. Major Arcana 13, Transformation, and the goddess is Ukamochi. And this is the Two of Pentacles. So that is the Goddess Tarot by Chris Waldhair. Next up we have the Klimt Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks of all time. It's a Lo Scarabeo deck. Here's the backing. Look at that, guys. It's all based on the art of Gustav Klimt. So this card, and these cards, okay, can you see how they're gilded? You know, they have gold gilding on them, and they are just absolutely amazing. This is Major Arcana 15. This would be the Devil. Look at that, you guys. Stunning. This is just such a stunning deck. Look at that, how it shimmers and just, oh, it sparkles. Queen of Cups. Wow. I love this deck. I get really, really nice readings. I can read with this deck so easily because I'm a real art lover, and I guess I just connect to it naturally because of that. But this is just beautiful. Here's the Nine of Cups. Look at his belly. Or her belly, pardon me. Pregnant woman. Here is the Ten of Cups. Wow. Look at that, you guys. This is the Eight of Cups. I love how the expression on her face in this card. How she's just looking out so matter-of-factly. Six of Cups. It's got a very Egyptian feel to it as well. This image looks very Egyptian to me, like some little boy running around the palace, you know. Here's the King of Pentacles. Wow, look at that. This deck is so well done. I just love it. And I love the black backing, you know, the contrast of that. This is one of my favorite cards. Seven of Cups. Just love this. Look at that monster that's just, you know, about to grab her. You know, she has no idea. Just absolutely stunning. I love this deck so much. Ace of Wands. I almost hate using it because I don't want any of the gilding to wear off, you know, so I don't use it as often as I'd like, and, you know, because I want to preserve it as much as I can, but I do love to use it. Here's the Knave of Pentacles. This would be the Page. Three of Cups. And oh, look at that coin, how that coin glitters. The Knight of Pentacles. And his horse. Look at the armor on his horse there. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, I love this deck so much. One of my favorites for sure, the Klimt Tarot. Next up, we have the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. And again, I think this is a Lo Scarabeo. Let me see. Yes, Lo Scarabeo. And here's I just love this backing. It's so cool. I just love it. And to me, this deck has a very, it's another one of my favorites. It has a very kind of Tim Burton feel to me for some reason. I don't know, just whenever I see this deck, I always get reminded of his work. Here is Major Arcana 20, Judgment. It's very cartoony, very colorful, very expressive. It's so cool. Here's the Star. This is the Eight of Pentacles. It's very whimsical. Oops. This is the Four of Swords. Yes, Four of Swords. Love how she's just lounging on that tree there. This is the Five of Chalices, Five of Cups. This deck has a very fresh, young feel to it. Ten of Pentacles. Look at that bunny in the background there. Is that ever cool? And this lady. Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands. She looks like a hippie chick to me. Very cool happening 60s chick. This is the 10 of Wands. Yeah, these people definitely look tired. Queen of Pentacles. See what I mean by the Tim Burton kind of look? It just looks, I don't know, it just really seems to be in that style. Here's the Moon. Love that. And Tower, the Tower. I love how they are just, these two characters are just like removed from all this devastation here. They're just sitting on this tree watching this, and they don't look the least bit concerned by it either. I love that. Okay, one more. And this is the Hermit. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this deck as well. Do a lot of readings with this. And yeah, Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Next up, we have the Vanessa Tarot, and it comes in this cute little tin. It's by US Games. Again, very whimsical, very fun, very young and fresh looking. And here's the backing. I think that is so cute. The cards are very small. Let me show you in comparison to the Crystal Visions here. See, there's the size difference. They are quite a bit different. So, not your average size tarot card. These are more like mini cards. They are very, very cute. Very much a girl power deck, I think. This is the Two of Cups. So again, it's very comic booky, very girly, very feminine. I think this would be a great deck for like a young girl, like a teenage girl who's learning tarot maybe. But for adults as well. It's just fun. It's really fun and fresh. Here's the King of Cups. The girls in the deck are all very confident, and they have a kind of little mischief about them. This is the Eight of Wands. What, she looks like Samantha from Bewitched. That's the first thing I think when I look at this card. Awesome. They have real big personalities, the girls in this deck. Here is the Three of Wands. Love that, how she's just looking out. Queen of Swords. Yeah. They're also very sexy ladies, too. 10 of Coins. Yeah, she looks like she's really enjoying the life there. Oh, I love this card, the Devil. This is so cool. These two people being caught in the act here. I just love that. It's got a real humor about it, you know. It's got a real kind of cheekiness about it. Oops, Hangman. Here's the Hanged Man. Let me just see, is this another girl? Yeah, this is a girl. Here is the Four of Coins. This one is the Ace of Swords. The Lovers. Look at the look on her face of that angel there. Here is the Ace of Cups. This is the Five of Wands. Oh, they're all competing for the bouquet. And finally, the Page of Coins. Oh, that is so adorable. Oh my God. I love this deck. I don't use it nearly enough. It's really fun. It's really fresh. And like I said, it's got a really cheeky vibe to it. So I love it. Vanessa Tarot. Okay, so since I just mentioned it, let's move on to the Crystal Visions Tarot. This is another very beautiful deck, very feminine, by US Game Systems. There's the backing. I love this backing. It's just gorgeous. This is a very pinky, purpley toned deck. Here's the Nine of Cups. It's very, very soft. It feels very soft to me. Here is the Knight of Swords. Love that Pegasus. There's a lot of birds in this deck as well, I noticed. Here is the Knight of Wands. Here's the Hangman. Here is the Sun. So beautiful. Here is the Seven of Swords. Look at those clouds and the wings on this angel here. Seven of Pentacles. Focus. There we go. Here's the Emperor. Eight of Wands. Oh, I love that. And here is the Five of Swords. This is a very gentle deck to me. So if you're doing a reading where you just want kind of a light, gentle feel to your reading, I would suggest this deck. This is the Ten of Cups. Look how beautiful that is. This little family here. So, so beautiful. One more. Here is the Death card. Look at that. Beautiful. So there we have the Crystal Visions Tarot. This is the Robin Wood Tarot. This is a classic. This is by Llewellyn, I believe. Yes, Llewellyn. So there's the box. Here's the backing. I love this like Celtic looking background. It's just so, so beautiful. And here we have the Page of Swords. This deck to me has a very old-fashioned kind of medieval look to it, almost like a storybook, you know, about medieval times. Here's the Death card. Here is the King of Wands. Here we have the Empress with her spinning wheel. This is the Three of Wands. Eight of Swords. Here is the Star. The Moon. Ten of Wands. The Lovers. Yeah, this deck has a very storybook feel to it for me. Oops. What is this? Four of Wands? Four of Swords. Pardon me. Look at that. That's so pretty. She looks so peaceful. Here's the Two of Pentacles. And one more. Here we have the Tower. That's a very scary looking Tower card. Yeah, I really enjoy this deck. I don't use it that often anymore, but I do enjoy it, and I love the artwork on this deck. Next up, we have the Heindel Tarot, and this is by US Game Systems. Here's the backing. This is definitely not a deck for beginners. I got this for a Christmas gift last year, and I have yet to use it because it is a little bit daunting to me. There is a lot of symbolism going on in this deck, and they're all based on his paintings. Herman Heindel is a painter, and they're beautiful. They are very deep, very spiritual, many layered cards. As you can see, they have like runes, and they have Hebrew symbols, they have astrological symbols. There's just so much going on. Anyway, here is the Hierophant, Major Arcana number 5. This is the Emperor. I really need to devote a great amount of time to this deck, just studying it and getting into all the symbolism. Here is the Empress. There's just so much going on with these cards. They are definitely very deep. I would consult these cards for, you know, a very serious questions. High Priestess. Wow, that is just gorgeous. The Magician. Here's the Fool. This is the Lovers. Let me see if I can find some minor arcana. Okay. So here is the Seven of Wands, and they have a keyword as well. This one is Courage. Seven of Wands. Here we have Victory, Six of Wands. Conflict, Five of Wands. So these are pips. They're very much pip cards, like in the Marseille style, with not really too much, you know, pictorial stuff going on. Here's the Four of Wands, Perfection. Let's see if I can find another suit here. Okay, here is Cruelty, Nine of Swords. Here's the Ten of Swords. Ruin. Here's the Daughter of Swords in the South. Yeah, that's another thing. Princess of Swords. So we have directions here. This Egyptian-looking woman here. Isis. Okay, it's Isis. Goddess Isis is the Daughter of Swords. Here is the Son of Swords in the South. Prince of Swords. Osiris. Mother of Swords in the South. Queen of Swords. Nut. Newt. Nut. And here is the Father, so this would be the King. Here's the god Ra. So this is a very interesting, very deep deck. Here's the Death card. Oh, look at that. One more. The Hangman. So yeah, this is definitely not a deck for beginners, and it's definitely a deck that could be studied at great length. So I have not used this a lot. I've gone through it. I haven't even done a reading with it yet, even though I got it for Christmas last year, because I've just been waiting for the right time to devote to this deck. So anyway, it's definitely going to be a very interesting study here. So Heindel Tarot. Okay, next up, here's another deck I really enjoy. This is the Tarot of the New Vision. It is a Lo Scarabeo deck. And what I love about this deck is it's a Rider-Waite clone. or in the Rider-Waite style, but it is shown from behind. The cards are shown from behind, so you get the viewpoint of the character in the card. It's really, really cool. Here's the backing. Okay, and this one is the Ten of Cups. So here we get the view from behind, Ten of Chalices. So you get to see the couple face forward. I think that's a really, really neat concept. I just really love the idea of this. I saw somebody else using these cards in a video a while ago, and I just knew I had to get it. Here's the Nine of Pentacles. Here is the Knight of Pentacles. Here we have the Strength card. So you look at the detail that you see here that you wouldn't see in the original Rider-Waite. Is that a statue? Looks like a statue there. There's some kind of dragon in the sky. There's the lady from behind grabbing the lion. There's a snake there. So neat. So neat. Here is the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so we're used to just seeing this guy, right? But here now we see somebody else working away as well. Another person who's working at this sculpture, whatever. Here's the Three of Wands. And there we see a sort of, what, a wagon train or something in the back there. Seeing him from the front. This is the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I really love the quartz in this deck because you get to see their thrones from behind. Look at all the detail. There's a stork here. Not sure what that is. But that is so cool. There's a person working there in front of him. Is that coins? I don't know. Here's the Two of Pentacles. See sheep in the foreground and this bird flying above him. Here is the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. That one's pretty much the same. Here we have the Five of Cups. And in this card we see a couple of other people. In the original Rider-Waite we just see the one figure who's got his back to us and he's looking down very gloomily at the cups that are spilled. Here's the Knight of Swords. So I find this deck whenever I do readings with it, oh, here's all these guys in the background. Excuse me, whenever I do readings with this deck, it just always gives me a little something extra to think about, you know, a little bit more of a perspective. I really recommend this deck if you haven't got it. It is really quite amazing. Here's the High Priestess. Look at that owl there. And the pomegranate. And these two other ladies in the background. Here's the Two of Cups. That one is pretty much the same. We have a couple of birds here. But it's just, I really enjoy the extra detail. Look at this Eight of Wands. We have an angel here. And a couple of people in the background. Okay, one more. And this one is the Hierophant. Look at his throne. Just amazing. I really, really love this deck. The artist here is Pietro Aligo. Oh, wait a sec. No, that's the guy who wrote the book. Artwork is by Raul and Gianluca Sestaro. Anyway, I really, really enjoy this deck. One of my faves. Next up, we have the Tarot of the Holy Grail. This is another deck that I got for Christmas last year. It's a Lo Scarabeo deck. And here is the backing. Very pretty. This is a very muted deck. It's got a very brown tone to it. It's very simple. It's very quiet. This deck is very quiet to me. I have not used it much, but I need to use this deck. I need to devote some time to this deck because it is really cool. Again, it's got kind of like a comic book look to it. And a lot of the men in this deck are very buff. They're very superhero kind of looking. Very, what's the word? Testosterone-infused men in this deck. Anyway, here's the Fool. A lot of the guys in this deck remind me of Fabio. Remember Fabio? Here's the Magician. Here is the High Priestess. That's very cool, how these knights are bowing in front of her. Here's the Empress. Wow, that's really cool. Emperor. Boy, how regal does he look. Here's the Hierophant. Looks like this knight is about to go out on his quest and this guy's blessing him. So it's got a very medieval, sort of comic booky feel to it for me. Lovers. And it looks like these guys are joining forces. Here we have the Chariot. So these guys are setting out for the Holy Land on their quest for the Grail. Here we have Justice. So Justice is 8 in this deck. Here is the Hermit. Here is the Wheel. So cool. Here we have Strength. Love how this guy's barring the door. Okay, let me find some minor arcana. Here we have the King of Pentacles. Here is the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Let's see. Here is the 5 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups. So yeah, this is definitely a deck I need to devote some time to. It's been far too long since I've had it and not used it. So that is the Tarot of the Holy Grail.